Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Okay. Basically, this session is about the Capstone project one. Okay. So once you complete the 26 online exams, like once you complete your 26 online exam, you would come to the next stage of the nurturing, right? So, and then next stage is called as the Capstone project, right? See, when you complete the 26 online exam, you'll go to the capstone, you'll start the capstone project. So we have like six projects, I mean three projects only, but they are divided into six parts, like part 1 and part 2, part 3. And in the prep 2 they did not divide it, and the prep 3 they divide into part 1 and part 2. Okay. So next, the capstone 1 talks about the waterfall, and the capstone 2 speaks about the like agile, and the capstone 3 are those concepts though like that does not fit in the waterfall and agile. So okay, see. So the capstone 1 and 2 has a case study. So you'll get a one case study for the capstone 1 and the 2. So in this, yeah, like we have a certain questions. So that will be the, see, you have a certain questions. So you need to start those questions and you need to take them forward. So that is how the capstone projects runs. Okay. So and this is like a basically e-commerce website and you need to build now. So this is like a e-commerce website. Actually, the main motto, I mean, the main agenda of this session is not to give you the answer for the case study. So, and you are the one who has to answer the question. So when you are getting the case study, how to elaborate and how to give the answer for the question. So next, see, however, we have a like a similar case study, right? Like a very similar scenario to capstone project one, this one. So I would explain you the scenario, and which would be very very similar to what you see there in your original capstone project one. So as we all know that the original capstone case study is like a online agriculture store, right? So like wherein like this store would sell the other agriculture products. So and next, like, however, this case study is a pure e-commerce. So it is a e-commerce website. So where would not sell the pesticides, like however, we would like to sell the apparels and the accessories, right? So see, let us look at the case study. See, like basically we have a person, right? The Mr. Anthony. So here who is a prosperous NRI. So basically, he had an idea to build a website devoted to fashion. Okay, he want to create a website like a fashion application. So with the focus on a high end apparel and the accessories. So is he want to focus on like brand. He want to focus on with the brand apparel like clothes or some belt, shoes, etc., etc. Okay, he want to focus on that. So and he has collaborate on the application. I mean, he want to work on the application uh, with the Bhaskar, Miss Kathy, and Mr. Dominic. So this website, it is like it would be like easy friendly. I mean, it is the motto of this website. It is like a it should easy to user friendly. It is easy to navigate, and it should contemporary look. So like a uh, it have like a contemporary look, and it has the progress payment quickly. So it is like a fast payment. How to give the fast payment for that. Okay. So next, Mr. Anthony, see when he started looking at this application, like designing everything, he has also noticed that Miss Kathy also has very similar application. So however, she never spoke about it because here, see, sales were rapidly declining. It's like rapidly declining. So Mr. Anthony want to work on this application. He want to improve this application. So he want to duty of the improving the application. So for that project, the timeline of the project is like 18 months with the rupees 1 crore of the budget. So it is a budget of the 1 crore. So next, See, but there are some problem with the current one. So Miss Kathy faced the some challenges. She faced the problems in the application. So see, like, people don't know much about fashion on the website. So and not many customers are using this. So and the Mr. Anthony, so he want to fit these issues everything in the beginning to the team to help of this. So he want to help of the, I mean, he pulled the team members in the application. See, we have team members, like, see, Mr. Anthony company having a Nova corporate on-site team. So he has a team members in this corporation in the technology. Mr. Philip, project head, Mr. Wallet White committee member, and Miss Ruby committee member, and Miss Srena committee member. So he having a team member, small team members. And next, Mr. Anthony also this project to company named Anido Offshore Team. So, like, Mr. John, delivery head, Miss Anna, project manager. This is a waterfall project. So, Mr. Chase is a senior Java developer. He is a senior Java developer. He have a team members like Miss Dora, Miss Shushan, Miss Wilvain. So, those are the developer team members. Mr. Mike, a network admin. Mr. John, database admin. Mr. Johan and Miss Neha, tester. Those are the testers, and you is a business analyst. Yeah, you have to work as a business analyst for this project. So, and next, see, whenever you are getting the project, so whenever you are getting in the organization in the project, so you have to decode the case study. Like, you have to decode the project. See, for this project, we decoded like project idea. For every project, every case study, you'll get an idea to develop. See, what is the project idea for this project? To develop a website devoted to fashion with a focus on high-end apparel and the accessories, right? So it is like a he want to focus on the brands and apparels and the accessories, everything. So it is an idea about that. So and next, current needs. What are the current needs? So it is like a user friendly. It should to navigate, easy navigate for the customer, and have a contemporary look, and progress payment fastly. So it is a current needs. Those are the current needs of this project. So next overview of these projects is like it is a pure e-commerce project. So based on the e-commerce project, yeah, there is a existing application. So present one, it is a present one application. You want to, but the current project would like to take the inputs from the current one and work on the new one. Like, you want to implement the new one for this. Okay, next, current problems. What are the current problems? So it's a delining of the sales. It's like a sales of the delining. So as we all know, so it's like a sales delining. It's like a, it's not a user friendly. So it is a, it unable to handle the competition. So you have to know the team members, what who are working in the project. Like, we have a resources, right? That resources team member. You have to know them. Hmm? Okay, so you have to decode the case study like this. Next. So next, we follow the questions here. See what is business process model. So you have to prepare business process model for this case study. See, like, how to write a business case, business process model. See, we have a see, every organization will be the motto or vision and the mission, right? So how to give the business process. We follow the process, okay, to give the roadmap for the business. Yeah, giving the roadmap for the business. Okay, it's like a, we follow some models here, like what is the goal of this project, like what are the inputs, what are the resources, what are the outputs, like activities, values. So how to give the you have to elaborate the for the case study. So you have to elaborate the case study, like so what are the goal, what are the inputs, what are the resources, what are the outputs, what are the activities are value. See, for example, for this case study, we follow what is the aim, like what is the goal of this project, right? To bridge the gap between the buyers and the sellers. So we analyze the gap between the buyers and the sellers, okay? And what we are buying and what, who are selling in this. We identify the gap in this. Next, what are the inputs? As we know, the customer data will be there. The marketing campaigning, we create some marketing campaigns. So we create a train employees. Next, the resources. So warehouse are there, the software are there, office space we have there. Okay, we have the resource team, everything is. And next, like outputs. So revenue, it's a sales revenue have is there, like efficiency. Okay, next activities. So like some activities like excellent customer services. So some customers will you the review everything, right? So we'll check that the services is there or not. The partner with the leading brands or high brands or so low brands, or we'll check the partner with the leading the brands. The value with range, the customer satisfaction. So the customer satisfies or not, we'll check that. Okay, so it is a, like a value. It's important of this. Okay, and the next is like, please do the SWOT analysis on the project. So you have to analyze the SWOT. As we all know, the SWOT is nothing but strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. So what is the strength of this project? What are the weakness of the project? Like what are the opportunities? What are the threats? You have to analyze the, as actually as a BA should analyze the SWOT in the project. You have to give the what are the strength of this project, what are the weakness, what are the opportunity, what are the threats. Okay, you have to analyze for this project. Okay. Uh, See, suppose we have like for this case study, like strength. So, short brand recognition. So, it's a brand recognition. It is like a strong, it is a strength to application for this. Uh, and the reputation in the online fashion. So, it is a weakness that depends on the external vendors. So supply chain distribution, so inventory management issues, so it's a weakness. The opportunity like expansion into new product categories. So explanation on the markets. So expansion on the markets, different markets we will be there. Okay, then threats, the economic downturns, changing in customer spending habit. Okay, it's a, you have to analyze what is the strength, what is the weakness, what is the opportunity, what are the traits of this project. Okay, have to analyze like this. Okay, next, what is feasibility study? So feasibility study is nothing but, so it's like it is important. See, whenever you're getting the project, so whenever you're joining in the project, so we have to receive some project, right? And you want to understand of this project, it's is really feasible to us or not. So it is a, see, feasible nothing but it can be achieve it, or we can we do it, or we can be capable or not for this project, we can take care of this, or we can handle of this project or not. So we have to check that, how to do the feasibility study. See, for suppose we have some technology feasibility study, the hardware and the software feasibility study, and the resources, the budget and the time frame. So you have to give the feasibility study. But like this, you have to calculate this. You have to calculate the feasibilities, like how to calculate the feasibility study beginning of the project. It's like, suppose we have a technology. So based on the database servers, we have a different servers having payment gateway, security, like API. Okay, like that's how to analyze the technology in the project. So hardware, what are the hardwares we have, like store based on the storage, like backup system or network infrastructure, or how to check the hardware and the software. And next, resources, like a budget based how much budget, like 18 months we have a budget have, right, the 1 crore, and the time frame like based on the resources, know of the future will be. See, based on the project, you have to frame the time for this. Okay, you have to give the feasibility study. You have to calculate the feasibility study. So next, what is gap analysis? Gap analysis is nothing but it's like a current state to the desired state. So where you are now and where you want to be in the future. So you have to analyze what is how to give the gap between the current state and the desired. You have to analyze the current state and the desired state. See, for suppose for this case study, uh, current state like established online fashion and lifestyle platform with the youth wide range of the product and the salesman's shopping experience, right? So establish like the online fashion, we will be establish the online fashion, and it depends on the external vendors for the product supply. It's a limited control over the product quality. It's like a high operating expensive due to investment in technology and the market or not. So you have to analyze the current state in the organization or in the project. Hmm? And the next disaster, like increasing control over product quality to strategy partnership with the select brands and the designers. Hmm? Like expansion into new product categories and the markets. So continued investment in emerging technology to enhance the customer experience, like new features adding in the customer experience. So improvement operational efficiencies and the profitability through cost reduction, the increases. Okay, you have to, okay, so you have to give the um, gap analysis. You have to identify the gap analysis in the project, like this current state to disaster. Okay, next. Next, prepare risk analysis. So risk analysis is nothing but it's uncertainty, right? The potential you are getting everything in the project, you have to identify the risk, everything in the project. So we follow that, like internal risks, external risks, BA risk, project based on the risks. Okay. You see, see internal nothing but it's like within the organization we will find what are the risk we have in the project. See, suppose we have some internal risks in this within the organization. See, it's like depending on the external vendors for the product supply, for the inventory management, or like high operating expense due to the investment, the technology, or the marketing, everything, and the technology issues or some like system downtime that can affect the customer experience. Okay, we'll identify the within the organization. So next, external risk is nothing but out of the organization, like out of the project. Okay, like see intense competition from the other online fashion and lifestyle platform in India or not. The changes in government regulation. So we'll change that in government regulation, the policies of that e-commerce industries. Okay, the external is nothing. It's out of the organization. Like and the BA risks, like BA, how to identify the BA is facing the risk. What are the facing? Like incomplete the requirements or domain or the change in requirement or not. Okay, how to identify the BA resource also, and the project based on the risk, like it's a scope risk or else a stakeholder is how to identify like that. Okay, and uh next you're going to prepare a RACI matrix. See, how do you identify the stakeholder? By using the RACI matrix, we can identify the stakeholder. So RACI matrix is nothing but a responsible, accountable, concerned, informer, right? So it is like, so it is a responsible for who is a responsible for this project, who are the accountable, who are the consultant, who are the informed of this project. Okay, you have to check the, you have to identify, you have to prepare the chart like this. You have to give the who are the responsible and who what are the they're doing, the names and the what are the designation, what are the details of them. Okay, like who are the responsible, who are the accountable, who are the consultants, who are the informed. Okay, we have to prepare the RACI matrix. Okay, next. So what is uh, business case document. So you have to prepare a business case document. So it's like outline. So every organization will prepare the business case document. Like in project also they prepare the business case document. Like the goal of the business goal, like why this project initiated, like what are the current problems with project. See, th- uh, with this project, how many problems could be solved, what are the resources required, and how much organizational changes is required to adapt to this technology, or what is the time frame of the recovery ROI, to how to identify the stakeholder. So you have to give the like this. See, basically, like why this project initiated. For this case study, to identify the gap analysis, we can identify the current state of the disaster. Okay, and what are the current problems? So what are the we are facing? The customer is not the customer don't know the how to do the like fashions, everything, like products are the sales, everything, right? They don't know how to buy, and they don't know how to sell. So what are the current problems? You have to check like that. With this project, how many problems could be solved? So by using the gap analysis, we can solve the problems also like that. But what are the resources required? So we have a team members. We have a resource a team members like 14 to 15 members like that. How to check that how many, what are the resources required, and how much organizational changes is required to adopt this technology. Hmm? See, like the organization changes. For suppose, like organized technology will be changed. Every organize will be changed. And then what is the time frame to recover RYI? Like we have it 18 months, or like we have a recovery RYI also for that time frame. It's like 18 months, like how to identify the stakeholders. So it is like by using the RACI matrix we can identify the stakeholders. Okay, and then next, hmm, like write about SDLC methodologies. As we all know, the SDLC methodology, say software development life cycle management. Okay, these all methodologies, we have a four methodologies like sequential, iterative, evolutionary, and the agile. You have to give the answer in a generic way. Okay, how to give, you can justify the generic way, like what is SDLC methodologies. You have to elaborate them the SDLC method, like what is sequential, what is iterative, what is evolutionary, what is like agile. You have to elaborate in the generic way. And next, like write about the SDLs models. So we follow the models, right? We have different type of models like waterfall, V model, spiral, and the Scrum and the RUP. Okay. So we have to elaborate this also, like what is waterfall model, and what is a V model, and what is the spiral and the Scrum and the RUP. Okay. You have to give the elaborate, you have to give the generic way, the generic answer to the this question. Okay, next, write four difference between waterfall and the V model. Hmm? You have to give the difference between the what is waterfall and what is V model. See, like it is like a low efficiency, right? It is like it is low cost. It is low. Uh, in the project, we'll get a low cost. Okay, and the V model like expensive. So the V model extends from the waterfall only. Okay, it's like when we start the project, and the testing activity starts at the later stage, like it will be the last, like that. In the V model, the testing activity starts with the first stage. When we start the project, that project will be started like the in the requirement like gathering one, like that. It will be the first stage only will be started the testing, and it is like a moving in the linear way. So we have a different phases. So like requirement gathering, requirement analysis, designing, development, and development, the maintaining, deployment, and the maintaining, testing and deployment and maintaining, right? So after completing the requirement gathering, we'll move on the requirement analysis. It's like it's like a linear way. And don't move in the linear way. So it is like a V shape, right? It's not a linear way. So the less customer involvement in this. So there is no customer more in this, or it is a less customer, and the V model has a more customer involvement. So you have to identify them. You have to give the difference between what is waterfall and what is a V model. How to give the generic answer. And next, please give two reasons to justify your choice. Hmm? Why this waterfall model best suitable to this project? So like it is like it is like best suitable for the projects, right? Small project, we have a small project, it is a suitable for this waterfall model. And every progress is reviewed well. So after first we gather the requirement. After completing only the gathering the requirement, we'll move on the next phase. And every phase, every stages we review the in the waterfall model. Okay, so you have to give the answer. Okay, you have to give more generic way. So I gave you these two only, but you have to give the more generic way. And then next, what is Gantt chart? So Gantt chart is nothing but it's like a scheduling, right? So Gantt chart, see, prepare a Gantt chart for this project. You have to prepare the Gantt chart like see, Gantt chart is like a progress report of your project. So you're getting a project, so it's progress the report. It progress report of your project, and the Gantt chart prepares the project manager. So it is nothing but a work breakdown structure. It is called as a WBS. So it's like a work breakdown structure. So basically, the whatever your work that you are presenting in a project, right? Your for your waterfall project, and you breaking it down across the weeks in your project. So see, this is a waterfall project, right? See, the requirement gathering. So we have a 18 months the time frame. We have a weeks like this: week 1, week 10, 20, 29, 38, 46, 55, 65, 73, 78. Okay, we have a 78 weeks. After see, RG, it is a requirement gathering. After completing this requirement, we'll move on the requirement analysis, right? So see, first week to like 11th week, we completed this requirement gathering. And next, uh, the requirement analysis, like before a week 9th to like 29, week 29. After designing, same like week 28 to like 55. See, like coding, the week 38 to like 77, like that. He'll check this, he'll the testing also. See, mm, like week 55 to week 78. So we'll check this. Actually, in simple words to tell the Gantt chart is a progress report of your project. So in real time, we can have the two different types of the it's Gantt chart. So first one is like a phases. See, before I told you that this is the phase, the waterfall model. We follow this. Okay, and the next we follow the resources also. The next Gantt chart that we can prepare the resource based on the project, like based on the Gantt chart. So see the resources. We have a resources here. See the project manager. The project manager starts like week first to 78, like week 78. When he started the project, when he ended the project like that. The business analyst is the main, right? So he will start like a week first to and week 78 like that. And the Java developer, so he started like 19th week to like 77 like week. And the operation like supported like HR or some other persons involved in, right? So like he started weekend 10 to last 10. He's a head support head. He's a important in the project. The testers is like a like 56 like 46 week, like next 78 week 78 will be last also. And then network engineering, he started first week to last end. like 70 week. Okay, like project manage involves one project manager and the 3 business analysts and Java developer, like 4 Java developers and the one support head and 3 testers are involved in the project, like one network engineering in this project. Okay, you have to check the resources also who are involved in this project, and you have to prepare the Gantt chart too, like phases and the resources. Okay, you have to prepare the in the case study. You have to prepare the first phases and the resources also. And then next, write about fixed bit versus billing projects. Huh? So, like, what is fixed bit? It's fixed bit, nothing but it's like the whatever you're getting the project, it will be fixed. The price and the time frame, everything will be fixed. This much amount or this time, or it will be fixed. See, fixed bit project is one which service provider agrees to delivery or specific scope of the work for the fixed price. It will be fixed. And the next, like a billing project is one which the service provides bills the client for the actual time and the material expended on the project. You have to give the what is a fixed bit and the billing in the generic way. You can give the generic way for this answer. For this question, you have to give the generic way, like what is fixed bit and the what is billing project. Next is the time sheet. What is time chip? It's like a breakdown of your everyday work in the organization. Okay, so you have to prepare the 7 time sheet for the requirement gathering, requirement analysis, and the designing and the development, testing, then UAT and the deployment phases. So how to prepare the time sheet like this. See, for requirement gathering phases. So the serial number, the task, whatever you're getting the project, you have to require the tasks or activities we have to add in the time sheet and the actionable time. Like start time, the end time, the duration. So first thing in the requirement gathering, like you started like Monday to Friday. Okay, Mm, in the requirement gathering, you gathered everything Monday to Friday. You gathered like identify the stakeholder meeting, and in the identify stakeholder meeting, what are the actionable item here? So meeting, you are list down the meetings from the stakeholder. You list down like this, and you started like 10 o'clock and you ended like 11 o'clock, like that. How to check your time when you started and when you completed the task, or you have to keep that time. And the duration, how much duration is there, like 1 hour or 2 hours, like that. How to use the phase phases for the time, so like requirement gathering one phase and the requirement analysis, the next timesheet. How to prepare that timesheet in like this. Okay.